Now, I know you have a lot of money and I know you're probably thinking to buy another new camera or a new lens to level up your content, but let me show you some of the best accessories for your camera that I've been using, which you should consider buying first. So for my content creation, I'm using Sony a7C II with 16 to 25mm 2.8 lens, which is an all-in-one great combination for majority of all the content creators out there, and I will make a separate video about that, so definitely stay tuned for that. But it doesn't matter for this video because all the accessories that I'll be talking about today will work with any camera that you already have. So let's get into it. So the first accessory that I have here is the Falcon F38 quick camera release. So you can attach this to any camera which has a quarter screw thread in the body, and you can attach the other piece on a tripod head or a magic arm so that you can attach or detach your camera in much quicker way instead of unscrewing or turning your camera all the way. Especially comes really handy when you're in a situation where you can't miss the shot, for example in a weddings or sports events. And even though I don't do either of those, it's still a time saver for me when I want to spend more time creating instead of setting up the shot. And trust me, once you have this on your camera, you cannot go back to the old traditional way. And just to be clear, I'm not sponsored by them, but we do have a sponsor which we will talk about later in this video, and all the products that I'll be talking about today will be linked in the description so you can check them out for yourself. The next accessory that I always carry with me is the compact Sony battery charger. It's made by a company called KOAH, so I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but it can charge up to 2 Sony NPF batteries using built-in USB, or you could also use USB-C cable that you already have to charge them. The next in the list we have here is a mini tripod from Ulanzi, which is almost the size of your hand grip, and it also has a little bit of extension to it, but honestly I wouldn't recommend using big cameras with full extension on, because since it's made out of plastic and it's not really heavy, it could get tripped very easily. But what this tripod does really best for me is that it makes holding my camera very easy, and it also quickly turns into a mini tripod if I want to place this camera somewhere and just talk into it like a vlogging style. It also has this ball head on the top, which comes really handy when you want to reach certain angles without bending your body too much. The next we have here is the variable ND filter for your lens. What this does is that it allows you to have a blurrier background even when you are shooting outside on a bright sunny day. I would say it sort of acts like a sunglasses for your lens, because when you don't use one of these, your camera goes to higher aperture in order to compensate the light coming into the lens, which results into a less blurrier background. So specifically the one I use here is made by Polar Pro in collaboration with Peter Mikkonen, and this one is from 2 to 5 stops with the mist filter. It softens all the highlights in your image and give you that dreamy soft look overall. This also runs pretty expensive for what it does, but it does the best out there, so you definitely cannot go wrong with this. And you could also go for a little cheaper alternatives such as this freewheel variable ND filter, which also works really well. And when you're getting one of these, I would highly recommend getting the biggest size of the filter and get the step-up ring so you don't have to buy filters for each camera lens with the different filter thread sizes. Now the third accessory we have here is a Peak Design cuff camera wrist strap. If you're a handheld shooter or a street photographer who carries their camera out there most of the time, then I would highly recommend this camera strap because it can protect your camera from getting stolen or accidentally dropping, and we all don't want that because camera gears are really expensive these days. The next accessory that I will mention is also sponsor of this video, and it's a all magnetic iPhone case and a wallet, which you can attach it anywhere which has a metal surfaces, which makes it really easy to create content anywhere on the go using your iPhone with zero setup time, because sometimes you just cannot bring your full-size camera everywhere. So this case comes really handy for all the content creators out there who uses their iPhone as their main camera or a secondary B-roll camera. So the design of this case has a very minimal style to it without adding any bulk. The attached wallet can hold up to 9 cards inside, and guess what? It can also be used as a stand, which comes really handy to watch content or just make a video call to someone, or you can also use this wallet as a finger loop to get sturdier grip over your iPhone. So definitely check out links below to get one for yourself, and if you use my code TechZay15, then you will get 15% off on your purchases. Now let's move on to one of my favorite accessories that I bought this year, which is a magic arm by Small Rig. Now let me tell you, if you want to level up your content by getting creative shots, then you should definitely get this over any new lens, because it will allow you to attach your camera in lots of different places where you cannot get with the traditional tripod or even handheld. And it's been widely used to get POV shots where you could attach different items in front of this camera so you can get shots like this, or you could just simply attach it to a pole and start filming yourself if you're like a solo content creator. This definitely comes really handy, so I highly recommend this to get one for yourself. The last but not least we have here is an all-new wireless microphone system made by Hollyland Lark M2, which is also now known as MKBHD mic, since we saw him using in his short form videos, and I can say there is a definitely strong reason behind its popularity. See, currently there are amazing wireless microphones out there from DJI and Rode, and I have Rode Wireless Pro as well for myself, but they are becoming very chunky to have on your shirt. That is where Lark M2 shines, because it's very tiny, almost the size of a quarter, and being this tiny, it still provides you really high quality sound. So this is an audio test, and currently I'm recording in an inbuilt mic in my camera, and as you can hear it doesn't really sound that great, and it's probably very echoey and teeny. Now if I switch to Lark M2 attached to my camera audio input, now you can hear the difference as it's very clear and it's not even heavy on me, as you can see. And I would say the only downside of this system is there is no inbuilt storage to record in a transmitter for a backup. I think that also adds more bulk to it, which is why I think Holyland didn't go for that. I have a combo edition here with me which comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, and it also includes a USB-C and a lightning cable attachments, so you can easily record in your iPhones too. And it also includes a bunch of other accessories such as small carry pouch, these little stickers that you can apply on them to make microphone even more discreet, and couple of wind noise rejection dead kits too. So overall, I think in my opinion it's a great combo at a much reasonable price, and it's a must-have accessory with you if you're like a vlogging everywhere on the go. It barely adds any weight to your body, and probably at some point you're also going to forget that you have a microphone on yourself. So if you enjoy this kind of videos from me, then definitely consider subscribing for algorithm, and definitely check out these other videos if you are looking for a new compact carry bag for yourself. And I'll see you in the next one.